Hi students, good morning everybody. Today in this session we are going to discuss the electromagnetic spectrum. So in the previous video we have discussed about the electromagnetic radiation. So that electromagnetic radiation consists of both electric vector and magnetic vector which are mutually perpendicular to each other. And we have discussed about some fundamental properties of these waves, electromagnetic radiations, that is wavelength, frequency, wave number and amplitude. For your reference, I will provide you the link in the description. Now let us move on to our topic, that is electromagnetic spectrum. So this electromagnetic spectrum consists of various electromagnetic radiations which are arranged in decreasing order of frequency, or increasing order of wavelength, Okay, so here these electromagnetic radiations are arranged in decreasing order of frequency or increasing order of wavelength. So that spectrum is called electromagnetic spectrum. So here if you consider any wave like this, suppose if there is any wave like this which is propagating along this x direction. Now this consists as we move from left to right, the wavelength should goes on increases. So that's why it should be like this. The wavelength should goes on increases like this. So here the wavelength means the distance between any two successive crusts or troughs. So here the distance between two successive crusts or troughs. So here as we move towards right hand side, the wavelength goes on increases. So this is the distance wavelength. So and here is the distance, this is wavelength. So this is small wavelength, this is large wavelength. So the wavelength goes on increases in far towards right hand side. Okay, so in this order, if we arrange all the electromagnetic radiation, that arrangement consists of electromagnetic spectrum. Okay, so now let us check what are the different wavelength ranges of these electromagnetic radiations and what are the different types of electromagnetic radiations. So here at the middle portion of the electromagnetic spectrum, it consists of visible radiation. So this visible radiation means which is visible to our naked eye. So visible radiation means which is visible to our naked eye. So here this visible radiation consists of the 7 colors which are visible to our naked eye. That is, this visible radiation consists of 7 colors like Vibjar: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. So if we move towards right hand side, the wavelength goes on increases. You know very well the violet color will have less wavelength than red color. So here it is, the red color is present at the right hand side. So violet exhibits less wavelength whereas red exhibits high wavelength. That's why the red color is useful for indicating danger signals. So here what is the wavelength range? Here we are considering the wavelength. So wavelength is expressed in terms of meters, centimeters, or if it is small distance we can express in terms of nanometers or angstrom units. So 1 nanometer equal to 10 power minus 9 meters, or 1 angstrom unit equal to 10 power minus 10 meters. 1 angstrom unit equal to 10 power minus 10 meters. So you can express in terms of nanometers or angstrom units. So here let us express this in terms of nanometers. So here it is from 400 nanometers to 700 nanometers. So the visible radiation ranges from 400 nanometers to 700 nanometers. So if we move towards right hand side, that is if we increase the wavelength, so what is the next radiation? That is IR radiation. This IR radiation consists of higher wavelength than visible radiation. And next one is microwaves. This microwaves exhibits high wavelength than IR radiation. And next one is radio waves. These will possess highest wavelength. So that's why these are useful for broadcasting some radio signals like FM or radio Mirchi. So this will possess highest wavelength. Highest wavelength means they can superimpose at the largest distance. That's why we can broadcast signals to farther distance also. Okay, clear? So these radio waves exhibits high wavelength. That's why those are useful for broadcasting some signals. Okay, and next if we move towards left hand side, that is in the order of decreasing wavelength. So here UV radiation will possess less wavelength than visible radiation. And next X-rays. X-rays, and next one is gamma rays, and next one is cosmic rays. Here this is the cosmic radiation which possesses highest energy. So here you know very well the energy is equal to E is equal to h nu, or E is equal to hc by lambda. That means energy is inversely proportional to wavelength. So if energy increases, wavelength decreases, or here this is less wavelength, that means this possesses high energy. So over the entire electromagnetic spectrum, the radiation which possesses high energy is cosmic radiation. So sometimes in examination he asks like this, which of the following will exhibits high energy radiation? That means cosmic radiation. Or sometimes he asks like this, arrange the following in the order of increasing wavelength or decreasing frequency or increasing energy. If you have some idea about this spectrum, you can easily solve any problem based upon this. Okay, so this is the entire electromagnetic spectrum. This is the entire electromagnetic spectrum. So this electromagnetic spectrum consists of several wavelength ranges. So we can express this in terms of wavelengths. Okay, here the visible radiation consists of wavelength range from 400 nanometers to 700 nanometers. So here these can be expressed in terms of angstrom units also. If you express this in terms of angstrom units, since 1 angstrom unit equal to 10 power minus 10 meters, here it will become 4000 angstrom units to 8000, that is nearly equal to 7000 angstrom units. So strictly speaking, the radiation which consists of wavelength lies between 3800 angstrom units to 7600 angstrom units is said to be visible radiation. So this is the exact value, this is random value. So this is the exact value for the visible radiation, that is 3800 angstrom units to 7600 angstrom units. Okay, so now let us check the remaining also. So this is visible radiation which is visible to our naked eye, and this is IR radiation. These IR radiations are useful in remote sensing, that is for remote signals. For operating any electrical instruments, we use some IR radiations by using remotes. Okay, and these are microwaves. Microwaves are useful in these are useful in microwavens. And next one, radio waves. So these radio waves are useful for broadcasting some radio signals. And next one, UV radiation. So UV radiations are useful for, these are also used as some disinfectants also, so for destroying some bacteria in water or anything. So for the purification of water, in order to destroy some microorganisms, we pass some UV radiation. And next one, X-rays. So X-rays are useful for identifying the skeletons. So skeletons, if there is any fractures are there, we can identify those fractures of bones by using these X-rays. And gamma rays. So gamma rays are useful for treating some cancers. Gamma rays are useful for treating cancers. And these cosmic rays, the cosmic rays are high energetic radiation. So at the left hand side, the energy is more, high energy, it will possess high energy, and here it will possess high wavelength will be more. So this will possess highest energy. So the entire spectrum, the most highest energy is cosmic energy. This is present at the cosmos, that is at sun. So highest energy radiation is cosmic energy present at the sun. So this is about entire electromagnetic spectrum. And next we are considering the wavelength ranges. So higher radiation from 700 nanometers to 1 millimeter. So if it is from 700 nanometers to 1 millimeter, the radiation is called IR radiation. If it is from 1 millimeter wavelength to 0.1 meter wavelength, then it is called microwave. If it is this one from 0.1 onwards, it is radio waves. If it is greater than 0.1, wavelength is greater than 0.1 meters, then it is called radio wave. And if we move towards left hand side, so this is from 1 nanometer. From 1 nanometer to 400 nanometers, it is visible radiation. Here we are expressing all in nanometers. And from here 10 power minus 3. So if it is less than 10 power minus 3, then it is gamma rays. And cosmic rays possess very less wavelength and high energy. Okay, so this is the wavelength ranges. Here these radio waves will possess very high wavelength, so that's why we can express this wavelength in terms of frequency. So radio waves can be generally expressed in terms of frequency. So frequency nu is equal to c by lambda. We can convert this wavelength into frequency, that is nu is equal to c means speed of light, that is speed of electromagnetic radiation. So the speed of electromagnetic radiation is nearly equal to the speed of light, that's why we can consider c is equal to 3 into 10 power 8 meters upon lambda. So here lambda means it may be above 0.1 meters, that means it may be anything that is above greater than 0.1, like we can take any one. So that is, if you take 6 meters, so then this will convert into frequency. So this frequency is used for radio signals. So nearly we can use 60 megahertz frequency to 6000 megahertz frequency. So the radio frequency will possess in between the range of 60 megahertz to 6000 megahertz frequency. So here Red FM, it consists of 93.5 or 98.5. So it is lies between these radiation only, 93.5 megahertz frequency. So FM radio broadcast in the range of in between these two megahertz. Okay, so this is about the entire electromagnetic spectrum. So in the next video we will discuss about the hydrogen spectrum. So thank you, like the session, share the session and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. And here is a small question for you. So what are the units of wavelength? What are the units of wavelength? Please comment me on comment box. Thank you. Comment me the answer in comment box.